Hello, fellow autistic people. So, this videos actually started as just Instagram stories every Sunday. Some of you might know that I go hunting for toys, video games, and stuff. I call it Trinket Sunday. So every Sunday I go to hunt some trinkets to several flea markets or swap meets. I'm in Mexico, so here they're not called flea markets or swap meets. They're called tianguis. I've seen some videos from people from California like going to the swap meet, and they're all full of Mexicans. I always wonder if the Mexicans who sell there actually call it swap meet. Probably they call it tianguis because that's what they are. But anyway, this first video is gonna be about one tianguis, one flea market that is on the outskirts of Mexico City. It's actually very far away from where I live. It's not really in the city. It's really it's outside the city, which comes with its perks. You're gonna find weird shit. It's gonna be rough. Most of the items that you find, you're gonna see. It's gonna be rough, but there's some good items. Now this place actually is kind of crazy. Last time that I went, the first time that I went, I was like just see what they sell, you know. But it's pretty far away if you just come to Mexico City. It's not some tourist guy is gonna tell you that is there. No, not at all. There's some other like geek swap meets and flea markets. Yeah, of course, I go there too, but you're not gonna find the items that they sell here, or you're gonna find the prices at the sale here. Just to give you an example, this is something that I found there. This old Mexican lady had 3 of this lying on the ground, basically on dirt, because it's just a street and they just put the swap meet there, the flea market, and it's completely sealed. This is one of my stickers. I put it in here because it looks cool, but yeah, it's sealed. It's a rare Sonic N for the N gauge. This is a pretty weird game. Nobody remembers the N-Gage, but it was like the gaming phone that Nokia did. They tried to do this. I remember that when it came out, everybody wanted one. Everybody that I knew dreamed of having one. I remember I used to go to like stores and see it there and just wonder that this thing even existed. You know, now we laughed at this thing, but anyway, pretty rare seeing something this crazy. Just a very rare game. It goes for a pretty buck, seal. So it's weird. You can find weird stuff there, and I'm gonna show you the things that I bought there. Basically, I'm gonna show you the whole haul. There's some games and toys. So we're starting out with D. Now you're starting to see like what type of stuff there is. Somebody on Instagram messaged me like, what's the lore behind the guy who sells this? There's no lore. He just sells Japanese games. You know, we are here in the outskirts of Mexico City. I'm wandering through lots of cardboard boxes full of Japanese games. Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. That's the lore. So yeah, this guy, I think what's going on is that he buys CDs and games, especially like PlayStation games, like in huge lots from Japan. That's what I'm understanding. You know, last time I bought some Japanese games from him. Now, well, this is where we are. Most of them are PS1, and the reason why I'm saying that I think he buys this by a lot is that basically all of these titles are just like, let's say, common titles that are pretty cheap. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I mean, we got D. This is a Kenji Eno game. From one of the things that I will hope to find in this market, D was not really one of them. This is Kenji Eno was an absolute legend. He's a genius. This is one of the basically the breakthrough games that he had. He released this for the 3DO, and it was a massive success. I guess it's basically it's not really, it's like a game that I mean, it's a game, but it's more like an experience, you know. It's more of a basically interactive movie. There is some puzzles. There is something like really uncanny about PS1 type of graphics or old 3D graphics that really add up to something that is like a survival horror, you know. The Biohazard 1, Biohazard 2 wouldn't be the same without its own charm of 3D things. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Kenji Eno is a fucking genius. He was the one who put on the map like the name of the video game creator. You know, before Kojima was doing that. Like Kojima released Metal Gear in 1998, and I think, if I'm not wrong, this is 1995. As far as I know, the PS1 version was the one that he basically broke his relationship with PlayStation. Like Kenji Eno was sort of like a maverick. That's what they call him. There's tons of documentaries on YouTube. I suggest you to watch them all. They're all awesome.
作家の名前を出すというかっていうところがまあ一番強いのかなと思いますかね。
まず個人のクリエイターの名前を前面に出すっていう文化を日本にもたらしたのは彼ですね。
ゲームっていうものの見方を多分変えたし、なんかゲームがもっと自由であっていいんだっていうかね。
少年少女たちとかが本当にサッカー選手に憧れるのと同じように、なんかその飯野さんに憧れてゲームに興味を持つし、ゲーム作りたいなと思うしみたいなところのなんかそこの扉を広げたのは彼の功績が大きいなと思いますけどね。
顔と名前と姿を出して、この俺がゲームクリエイターだというふうにね、宣言した初めての人材ですよね。
But yeah, this is, I think this is the version, the complete version, like it's 3 discs, and it was released pretty late on the PS1, because they were basically I guess it's just PlayStation doing this thing, you know, releasing it pretty late, and there were very few copies apparently made of this. So Kenji Eno was pretty upset about that, and he didn't want to go to business with PlayStation after that. All of the PS1 games that I'm going to show you were $5, except were noted. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty interesting because this is like apparently kind of rare, but it's still CIB goes for like $7. So this is a piece of history, definitely. Next thing that we have on here, we have Gun Bullet. My next scheme is trying to sort a PS2. Ordering basically a couple of Guncons 1, Guncons 2, and just basically dive into playing light guns games. I have the equipment now, and I think I can do it. The reason why I want to get a PS2 is because I was thinking, okay, I will get a PS1, but as far as I know, the PS2 is a lot easier to like region unlock, and also you get like the whole retro compatibility with it. So there's really no excuse to not get like a PS2. The PS2, I'm really a Nintendo boy. So, but I mean, I dig games from PS1, and as far as what I'm understanding, like the PS2 is like the best PS ever, you know. So this is one of the craziest, like most Japanese games for light gun playing.
Say, kid, what time is it?
And for the PlayStation 1, it's an absolute blast. So I'm thinking that I really want to play this. I really want to try some more light gun games. I'm excited to try this game. Next up on the list is one of the most perfect things to ever exist. Tokimeki Memorial Forever With You for the PS1. Now, some of you guys must know that I'm a massive Tokimeki Memorial. Have you seen those memes like the biggest Persona 5 fan is excited to finally play the game? That's me. That's me with Tokimeki Memorial. I'm a huge fan of this game. This is a game that I will never play because I don't know Japanese. And probably I will never will. But I completely love this game. I actually already own a copy of this game. This game is pretty cool. Last time that I went to this guy's booth, I actually snagged some more Tokimeki Memorial items. He actually sold me a copy of Private Collection, which is like another PlayStation game. This is more of a quiz game. You see how Japanese really love their quiz games, but the bootleg and the insert of this one are absolutely fantastic. Take a look at this. You get like a picture of all the girls. If you don't know, Tokimeki Memorial is one of the first games, well, not one of the first ones, but definitely like the best example of early dating sims. In this game, you are just a nameless person. You are you. And you have to date all of these women. Not this guy. But you have to date all of that man. Definitely not this guy. But you have to date all of the women that were showing. And at the end, you can romance one of them. Or maybe not. I will not spoil anything about this game to you, but you gotta know that this person, Shiori Fujisaki, who is like the main character, is probably one of the hardest bosses in the world of gaming. Like this redhead that you see here, she can put on shame, I don't know, the worst bosses from Dark Souls. You know, like this girl shits on the bed of chaos from Dark Souls 1. You know, she's hard. She's hard, bro. I actually knew about this game because I'm a huge fan of Arino Gacho. There is a special episode after he gets married where his team is like, well, if you're so successful with romancing women because you got married, why don't you play this game?
おはようございます。おはようございます。おめでとうございます。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。結婚しておりました。
やってもらうソフトが変わりました。こちらです。
何？
こちらになります。
何？ときメモ？
ときめきメモリアルで、有野さんに恋愛テクニックを教えていただきたいな。
ああ、落とす方法みたいな。いかに俺が口説くのが実はうまいか。
特別企画 ときめきメモリアルに挑戦。恋愛ゲームの元祖ときメモ。プレイヤーは高校生活3年間を過ごし、その中で恋を実らせ、女の子に告白されることを目指す。そこで今回結婚したばかりの有野に恋愛テクニックを披露してもらう。
And Arinoka Cho is actually known to be one of the like top 10 worst gamers of all time. And he actually gets Shiori Fujisaki on his first try. You know? So to me that's like, bro, you're a pretty good gamer. In my head, I mean, you're in those leagues of persons who says, "Oh, I have a 200% Cuphead. I have done Dark Souls 1 without getting killed." Things like that, you know, real gaming shit. If you end this game, you get Shiori Fujisaki. You're a certified gamer. There's also a 5-hour review by Tim Rogers. It's absolutely perfect.
Shiori Fujisaki, the most beautiful, intelligent, successful, and popular girl in school. Look at her. Do you love her? Do you want to love her? Do you actually want to love her, or do you just want to love her? Shiori Fujisaki, history's softest, smiling final Dracula, sits upon an endgame throne as tall as the moon, ready to reveal every miserable secret in your little pile. Shiori Fujisaki is, in my opinion, the greatest final boss ever conceived and executed in any video game ever made.
I found it funny that Tim Rogers is basically a certified gamer on his own. You know, he's like a legendary gamer on everybody's eyes. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't really get Shiori Fujisaki. What is more surprising also is that Arinoka Cho is given the option of a guide to play the game, and he refuses it.
今回ちょっとときメモでは藤崎しおりを
藤崎しおり知ってる
落としてください。
この子ね。
はい。
今回有野がときメモで目標とするお相手は、世の多くのプレイヤーが失恋を味わった最高峰の難度を誇る学園のアイドル藤崎しおり。
一応攻略本も用意させてもらってるんですけども、恋愛上手な有野さんには必要ないかなとは思ってるんですけども。
そうやな。これ別にええわ。
But go watch that 5-hour review of Tim Rogers. It's absolutely incredible. One of the best videos of all time. But anyway, Tokimeki Memorial Forever With You for the PS1 is $20. So this was a banger. Yeah. Next up on the line is IQ. This is another game that I got to know thanks to Arinoka Cho. He actually plays this game. I don't think he's really good at it, even though puzzle games are his best. I love the art, of course. The art is super great. This is like a 2000 Warp Records kind of design. You know, the ones that the Designers Republic back then. This looks to be an absolute blast. I'm actually a huge fan of platform puzzles, so this looks just like the game for me. I really want to try it out. I want to see what's up with this game. It's one of those games that it's hard to describe, but once you play it just makes total sense. Now we got this game. This is actually Yukio Parawafu Puroyaku Kaimakuban 98. This is one of the most known baseball series in Japan. They have lots of games. Last time on this same bender, I actually got this one. It's just a Parawafu Purigayu 3 for the SNES. It's just the SNES version. These games have some charm. I really love the art. I really love the music on them. The menu of this SNES game, the music for the SNES game is so good. This one for PS1, I haven't seen so much, but it looks just as a sleek. And you want to get this one especially for this. Kind of funny that it has a Metal Gear Solid demo. Now Konami was basically just, I don't know, stuffing this this baseball game. With this one, you get the game, and this too, yeah, why not? Metal Gear Solid. You don't know what Metal Gear Solid is? You're gonna find out, little kid. Next game, I'm not gonna value it. This game was like, I think he was like, oh, you took the other ones? This one is for free. Because I told him. I was getting really excited because he was like, oh man, an Escape game? Let's go. But when I was checking the disc, yeah, it was another powerful pre-Caillou game. Yeah, more baseball. And I was like, oh man. And I told him, yo, dude, this doesn't have the game, but can I take it? I mean, how much can you give it to me? And the reason why is because the look at this bootleg is massive. It's insane. Well, I love it. It looks awesome. It's amazing. I love looking at manuals. This is why I'm going for basically buying this type of games. The object is good. So yeah, this I was happy at least getting the bootleg. And he was like, yeah, take it, no problem. This is actually a quite pricey game, so I'm kind of sad that I was not able to get the actual game on it. But having the box and the manual is cool. Let's go to more. This is the Tamagotchi game. I'm really not into. I'm not gonna play this one. Really, I just love Tamagotchi. I love how all the designs, the classic designs from Tamagotchi, they're so cool. The classic characters from Tamagotchi are awesome. I do have a Tamagotchi Angel. It was pretty fun to get all the variety of the characters in the actual thing. I will be very open to play like real Tamagotchis, you know. But yeah, I mean, this I'm just picking it up for how it looks. It just looks awesome. It has this manual. The manual is actually kind of heavy, so I'm pretty happy for this. There's really no prizes on this. I couldn't find anything about it, so I wouldn't know how much is valued. I guess this is just nothing. It's just a Tamagotchi game. Next up, 2 Mario games. We have Mario Kart 7 and we have Mario Party DS. I cannot really test this because I don't have a Nintendo 3DS. I probably should be getting one. It's something that I've been skipping for some reason. I have now the Nintendo DS. I actually bought it when it came out. The DS is one of the best consoles that the Nintendo has done. Top 5 for me. But yeah, 3DS of course has more games. That I should be getting one. I really wouldn't know how much is it, but these two basically were $20. This was a bundle deal. I was like, yeah, can I give you $20 for these two? And I just pay over it. Like this is $12. It's kind of rough. The box is not really that good. So yeah, I kind of just didn't get a good deal on this one, but this one is around $15. So yeah, I mean, paying $10 for this one is cool. It's cool. To be honest, I'm probably gonna flip this. I just have to know the mini games on this, and if it is good, I'll keep it, and if it's not, I'll flip it. Actually, after recording everything, I realized that I forgot to show you guys this. I also got Super Mario Odyssey for the Switch. This was around $28, and it goes around 31, I think. So it was a fair deal. It's funny because it's one of those games that I 100%ed, and I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna feel like I want to play it again. And I exchanged my original copy that I had when the Switch came out for a Pokken tournament game, which I love Pokken. But then I was like, damn, I shouldn't really exchange that. So I'm happy that I got at least not like retail price, just a good deal on it. It's a good game. It's a great game, definitely one of the best 3D Mario games. Just before we continue with the toys, I'm gonna show you this good pickup. This is a TV control remote. This I actually got it for like 5 cents. It was lying on the dirt, and just an old lady was screaming at a guy after I asked how much was it. I was excited because my CRT is actually having some issues. When you click on the buttons, it might not do what you want it to do, but that's just completely normal with these machines, with these big radioactive boxes. And I was excited, like, oh boy, this is the actual remote. I remember that it was like this. I have 2 CRTs. Both of them are Sony Triniton. The first one that I have, which is like the smallest one, was the TV that my brother had. So I'm very familiar with it. Now I'm the proud owner of it. But I recently got another Triniton, which is like twice the size of the other one. I'm pretty happy with it. So I was looking for the control remote. Both of them have those problems. But then I started to getting worried because it doesn't really say anywhere like Sony or anything. And I was worried that it might not work. So I found in another booth this one. And I got so excited that it said Sony. And I was like, yeah, this is the one. This must be the one. But then a closer inspection, this is probably also a knockout because the Sony is just a sticker. It shouldn't be that way. I'm pretty definitely that it should say somewhere here Sony and the model. They always do that. This is a knockoff, and this one was way expensive than this one. But hey, good news, both work, and now the TV is just fine. It's just fine. I'm happy about it. What I think is cool now is that I get to turn both TVs on. That was something that I was wondering if I could do. That I think is pretty funny. I don't know if it is useful, but definitely it's cool. You can see they take a moment. They take a moment to start up, but I can change the volume with this, mute both of them. I thought it was pretty cool because it's basically the same model of TV. It's just this one is just a huge monster. Next up, I'm gonna show you some toys. Let's start with the Pokemon toys. This was one of the most interesting ones that I got. I love Fat Pikachu. Fat Pikachu is one of the best designs that OG Pokemons have. This is an actual Trendmasters from 1999. So it's an OG. I don't know what it did. What is this? And then it's missing his tail, and this button doesn't do anything. And if you peep there, you can see that the batteries have corroded. Yeah, I don't think this boy is gonna do whatever he was supposed to do, but surely he will look fine on my shelf. Next up, let's go with these ones. I've been collecting these ones. I love them. These are little Bandai. They're actually finger puppets. You put it on your finger and you can, I guess, do stuff with them. I love them because they're like chibi versions of Pokemons. So to me, I mean, you can say chibi, but if you think about it, they're actually maybe the versions. You see how in Soul Silver and Heart and Gold, you can have like a Pokemon walking with you, just like in Pikachu Yellow. And those sprites were special. I thought that it was fantastic. So I'm definitely more of a 2D kind of guy, Pokemon. Definitely. And those little sprites were good. This kind of reminds me of them. We have Sableye. We have Cleffa. This is Cleffa. So you guys are gonna kill me. Clefairy. Who? One of those clef. And we have, is this Chansey? Oh man, you guys are gonna kill me. And this Espion? I don't know. I like this too because they're fluffy. Come on, Sabla is just a weird little guy. He's cool. But I don't like Spion. I don't really dig any evolutions. Really. I probably am gonna flip this. But this one was really cool to find. This is a Rayquaza. Absolute beast of a toy. Look at this. It's just awesome. And he opens his mouth. This is actually Burger King. I was happy because this was pretty cheap. All of these ones were basically $5 for this four, and this was like, I think it was like $2. The Pikachu, this Pikachu was like $2 too, pretty cheap. But I like that this one is a Burger King toy. It is a Burger King toy or a McDonald's toy. Let me check. It's a McDonald's, bro. And I was happy because the only other McDonald's Pokemon toy that I have is a Lugia. I love Lugia. And the reason why I'm happy is because they were actually from the same collection. So that's cool. The Lugia, I actually got it from a McDonald's back in the day. I asked, oh, what's the toy? Do we by any chance have Lugia? And she was like, we have this weird guy who is like a bird. And I was like, can you show it to me? Yes, here it is. And I was like, yeah, that's the one that I want. And this is from the same collection. So that's pretty cool that I was able to find this guy and added it to my Pokemon collection. Next up, I'm gonna show you some of the Mario objects that I have. I have this Mario who actually waves. Kind of rough on the hands, but again, that's the kind of thing that you will find in this flea market. Like, things are kind of rough. They are not gonna be like super clean, you know. But prices are good. We got this one. I actually have another one of this, and it's been already 2 times that I buy the wrong batteries to exchange it. So I haven't seen this one's light up. Both of them were like $2. Like both $2. But yeah, I need to see this one light it up. If I get the batteries one day, I'll show you guys. But anyway, continuing with the Mario haul, I actually got this Yoshi. I love those Jax toys. They're really good. Jax really do some stuff. This was sealed, but as you can see, the seal was kind of rough. You guys are gonna know that I like my toys sealed, but this seal was pretty rough. And so let's open it up, and he's pretty shiny and new, being open. Loving those Jax toys, really I do. Before I show you like my favorite Mario object, I want to show you these 2 guys. These are absolutely adorable. I got them at 2 different vendors, but they're pretty much like, I guess, from the same thing. What year? I really wouldn't know. They look like maybe early 2000s? Maybe. But yeah, Mario and Donkey Kong, these are bootleg, of course. I love bootleg because it's like inherent of Mexican things. Like when I grew up, like in the early 90s, you couldn't get really stuff like merch or anything, you know. Or when you could get a stuff, they were pretty expensive. You know, living as a Mexican, you don't have that many taco money, but the bootleg were there, you know, to suffice that fever of getting something that you like. And there were some incredible products. I will put this like in top 10. Like, they're so adorable, especially the Mario. It just looks fantastic. The paint is so good. Like this, it's so Fubi type of toys. And there's quickie toys, but long gone there's quickiness. They're absolutely adorable. I love them. And the final Mario item, and this is my favorite, is this Mario toy. This was a little more expensive. I thought it was pretty funny that this vendor was like, no, this one is expensive, bro. it's $5. And I was like, whoa, $5? No problem. I will give you $5 because this is so unique. I will tell you what I like. It's actually official Nintendo thing. It's from the 90s. It doesn't really says there, like it is not clear, but it looks like it says 19 something. This is clearly from Mario 2, based on his Mario 2 artwork and vibe. And what I like and what I really like about this toy is that after Super Mario World, like the design, the character design of Mario was so concise. Like it was so tight. It was really constant, the way that he was drawn, the way that he was presented. Like there was really no new things, no new changes. It was just Mario, you know. It was really constant. But before that, Mario had a lot of type of faces, you know. His art was weird. This game, especially Mario 2, was weird because it was not even a Mario game. You know, it was another game that then Mario had to put in there. So the artwork represented kind of that vibe, and I really absolutely love this toy. It's actually pretty heavy. You gotta love capitalism, bro. Early capitalism, like, bro, you can get away of shipping 100 of this really heavy toys because it's, yo, bro, we need to get this ready to sell, you know. You gotta love prime capitalism. It allows you to put so many paper on games. It allows you to make incredible good quality toys instead of cheap stuff. This is a tremendous find for me. I absolutely adore this Mario. And just around the corner, I used to get a lot of Sonic toys from that flea market, but this one I only found this too. This is Burger King, and yeah, Mario is with McDonald's and Sonic is with Burger King. It makes sense. Probably it's because of the mayonnaise. You see how like Burger King tastes more like mayonnaise. But anyway, these are toys. I love them because Sonic design on the Sonic games, like the American artwork, is pretty unique. He's really odd. Cybershell will say maybe that he's pregnant, you know.
I've heard a fair amount of complaints about American Sonic's design over the years, like his fat fingers or pregnant belly.
But this is an absolute banger of toys because you see that like the spikes are so inconsistent with the how you might remember Sonic, and it's because this is just another Sonic, you know. This is 90s USA Sonic, and it's absolutely gorgeous. These two toys are incredible. This is part of the Burger King Kids Club. Of course, I want to be in that club. If I get to hang out with Sonic and get a Sonic toy where he's running and there's a lot of fire, please add me in. I don't care, bro. And well, guys, that's pretty much it. I did buy some other toys. This Charlie Brown plushie, like for example, really not that worth of showing. Maybe. I mean, I probably will keep outside from this video. I'm doing. This is the first time that I do this type of videos. I'm gonna try to do one for each haul that I do. This Sunday, I'm not going to hunt. I will buy some games most likely, and I will buy some shit. Next week is gonna be my birthday, but I'm trying to save money because I will be going on a trip to my hometown of Guadalajara. Well, I'm actually from Zapopan, but Guadalajara is like the closest city. It's like the second biggest city from Mexico. But anyways, we're gonna try to get more stuff, and I'll show you when I get there. There's gonna be a huge haul too when I go to that trip, so I will show you. I thought it was pretty funny that this one I asked how much is it, and the guy says, you know what, I'm gonna sell it to you for $2 because I know you like it. And he pointed out to my tattoo. Like, yeah, I do like Charlie Brown. I collect Charlie Brown stuff. I love it. I think he's just a big loser. I like his story. I hate Snoopy, but Charlie Brown is my jam. I do love that. I mean, my media that I like Charlie Brown, not only his design, but the actual comics. Like the Schulz comics are some of my favorite comics all the way. The way that he changes his art by the end because of his condition is absolutely fantastic. The way he draw the characters, like keep that mind, like people have those characters like so attached to their memories, but they changed the sign so much over the years, and all it was thanks to the incredible pen of Schulz. So yeah, he's fantastic, and I'm happy to have this one. But that will be it, guys. Thank you so much if you got here watching this video. This is just to hang around, really. So I'll appreciate you guys if you watch it the whole way through. So my next vlog will probably be my hunt in my hometown. I promise you do a good video. And until next time, guys, see you around.